7 mathematical concepts everyone should know. Without a doubt, math is incredibly exciting, and more so, you need to apply math in several areas of your daily life. How math do you know so far? Whatever your grasp of the subject is, here are 7 mathematical concepts everyone, including you, should know. Number 1, addition and subtraction. Addition involves bringing together 2 or more numbers to obtain a total. For instance, 1 plus 2 equals 3. This is perhaps the most used mathematical concept across the globe. When you visit a fashion store and you spend $10 on a pair of shoes and $30 on a pair of shorts, you use your addition skills to know you have spent a total of $40. This helps you give the right amount of cash to the teller. Suppose you hand the teller $100 note. How much balance should the seller give you? Then that's when your subtraction skills come into play. In simple terms, subtraction is taking one number away from the other. In this sense, you take away your expenditure of $40 from your total cash, $100 to get a balance of $60. This is mathematically stated as 100 minus 40 equals 60. Number 2, multiplication and division. While shopping for groceries, you spot oranges retailing at $6 per pound. You need 4 pounds to last your family a week. How much money should you have to make the purchase? Multiply 6 by 4 to get 24. Multiplication is the process of combining groups of equal sizes. In this example, you have 4 groups, each with a size of 6. Combining them yields 24. On the other hand, division refers to the process of splitting an item into equal groups. Suppose your family has 5 members and 4 pounds orange pack you bought contains 30 oranges. To know how many you should give every family member, you divide 30 by 5 to obtain 6. Area. Number 3, area. Area can be defined as the size of a surface. In the course of life, it's common to be involved with DIY projects, so you need to paint the walls of your kids' playroom. If you like saving money, there is no need to call a quantity surveyor to give you accurate estimates of the amount of paint you'll need for the job. The first thing for you to do is to find the total area of the walls. For every wall, multiply the width and the height to find the area in square meters, then add the individual areas of the 4 walls to get the total. The can of paint you purchase should have suggestions on how much paint is enough for every square meter. Divide the total area you calculated with this figure and you'll know how much liters of paint are enough for the walls. Number 4, volume. While still pimping your kids' room, you need to decide to buy 4 different styled activity cubes, but you need to store all of them in a bigger box when your kid isn't using them. To know what box dimension you should go for, you need to understand how to calculate volume. Simply put, volume is the 3D space that a given item takes up. For a cube, you calculate the volume by multiplying the length, width, and height. When you add the individual volumes for each activity cube, the total will direct you on what size storage box you need. You agree that life isn't limited for cubes and squares. You'll find yourself working with different 2D shapes like circles, triangles, and parallelograms, and 3D objects like cuboids, cylinders, and prisms. Therefore, it's in your best interest to learn how to find volume and surface area of as many shapes as possible. Number 5, angles. An angle measures the degree of turn between 2 lines intersecting at one point. Here is a broad categorization of angles: acute angle less than 90 degrees, obtuse angle 90 degrees and 180 degrees, right angle exactly 90 degrees, reflex angle between 180 and 360 degrees, straight angle exactly 180 degrees, full turn exactly 360 degrees. Knowledge of angles greatly helps you in everyday activities like constructing furniture, designing houses, furnishing homes, and exercising, among many others. Number 6, fractions and decimals. A fraction is part of a whole. For instance, you can bake a cake and cut into 10 equal parts. Each of these is described as a tenth. This is numerically written as 1 over 10. It can also be quoted as in decimal form as 0.1. A very common application of fractions in real life is cooking. You often come across ingredients quantified in fraction. For example, half a teaspoon, 3/4 of a cup. Your knowledge of fractions helps you carry out such tasks every day without a problem. Also, whenever you receive your exam results, your marks are quoted as fractions. You need to understand that 17 over 30 what 17 over 30 means. And in case your friend gets 25 over 30, you should be able to tell which of you two has a lower or higher score than the other. Number 7, graphs. While the above mentioned mathematical concepts mostly deal with numerals, the last one in this list is graphical. Whatever trade you engage in, there are concepts that are better illustrated by graphs. You should be able to correctly interpret graphs when you come across one. Do you understand how to read the x and y coordinates? What about interpreting the plotted lines? Suppose you are journeying from point A to B in your car or public bus. After the journey, you are presented with a graph of distance travel against time. By using your knowledge on graphs, you can tell the parts of the journey that took the longest time and those that took the shortest time. You can also calculate the average speed you used for the journey. To conclude, it's important to master the above mentioned mathematical concepts as they assist you in your daily maneuvers. In case you are not conversant with any of them, consider finding a tutor to coach you on the same. In the end, you get to appreciate the importance of math in real life.